This is a mass vaccination site today to provide the COVID vaccine to the community in the Mid-City and North Baton Rouge area. We are partnered with, Baton Rouge General is partnered with 100 Black Men, Gloryland Baptist Church, and Blue Cross Blue Shield of Louisiana to come together in this collaborative effort. We are going to vaccinate 1,000 individuals today. So it's been great. The line is wrapped around the building and people anticipating arriving early for their doses. So there's excitement to be able just to get in and get vaccinated today. Getting the vaccination is what is going to allow us as a community, as a state, and as a nation to return to our normalcy, to be able to re-engage and re-embrace our friends and our families and do those things that we desire to do. So it's a necessary part to protect each other so that we're able to enjoy those things that make life rewarding.
The 100 Black Men of Metro Baton Rouge, we're an organization that services youth throughout the Baton Rouge area. Young men is who we target. We do mentoring, health and wellness, financial literacy, as well as educational programs. All right. The 100 Black Men of Metro Baton Rouge are involved because we want to make sure that our community is safe and healthy. So these type of events are things that we're looking to put on throughout the Baton Rouge community with partners such as today with the Baton Rouge General and Blue Cross Blue Shield. We want to reach population immunity. So in order to do that, we need to get 75 to 80% of our population vaccinated. So we want to do our part in the Baton Rouge area to ensure that that takes place.
We really wanted to become deliberate in the area of health and wellness to ensure that people in our community had access to vaccinations of COVID-19. Since the onset of the pandemic, we've been very, very active in the space. First off, from helping as many people get tested as possible, and nowadays to helping people, as many as possible, get vaccinated. And so this has been a partnership that has been tremendous with Baton Rouge General and Blue Cross Blue Shield of Louisiana to bring 1,000 vaccinations in one day to an underserved community in Baton Rouge. There are a lot of people who are very hesitant to get the vaccine, and we understand because of the long history of treatment of people of color as it pertains to things like this. But the vaccine has been proven, has been rolled out nationwide. All of us within our organization, we wanted to make sure that we took the lead. And so many of us have already been vaccinated and are spreading the word, not to say you go do this, but to say come and join us in this effort.
Blue Cross is involved with this initiative because of its impact on the community. We've been taking a very close look at the numbers and acknowledge that communities of color have been vaccinated at a much lower rate. And so for us, it's critically important, given our mission to improve the health and lives of Louisianians, it's important for us to get engaged in these activities because of their profound impact on the community. What I would say to those who are hesitant, which is to please reconsider. We need as many of our citizens as possible to be vaccinated because the more we get vaccinated, the safer it is for all of us.
This initiative is so important to really bring health care into the communities, right, where we live, where we work, where we worship. Right now, as we're across the world working to fight COVID-19, it's important to bring that action and that fight to where we live. So this is a great example of communities bonding together to say, let's work together to solve a problem. Let's vaccinate those people in our neighborhoods, those people who belong to our church, those people who are most in need and certainly most at risk for contracting COVID-19 or having complications from it. I think the Black community certainly has a lot of questions and reservations around vaccinations and around this vaccination in particular. The fact of the matter is that, Black, Hispanic, and people of color are certainly at greater risk for having complications from COVID due to their higher incidence of health disparities related to diabetes, to hypertension, to obesity. And so all of those conditions put these individuals at greater risk for having severe complications from COVID-19. All the more reason that we need to connect with them in community events such as this one to share that information, to show them how they can take steps to protect themselves, their families, their loved ones against this very significant disease.
There's no greater foundation for us launching any positive program than partnering or doing it in the church. The second is the 100. The 100 of Metro Baton Rouge, we have been around for 28 years. mentoring kids. We have been a solid mainstay in this community. I became a member 28 years ago with TREY Godfrey's dad, who was our founding president. And we have always tried to be intentional and impactful, and we've tried to make a difference in the lives of young people. And so it just seemed to be a natural fit. When I became the chairman and president in the middle of the COVID crisis, and we basically shut the organization down, we set and intentionally, our board, thought about how we could be more effective and impactful for our young people. And so we started working our efforts to bring a heightened awareness to the COVID crisis. And so we initially introduced back in September, I believe, a series of helpful tips about COVID vaccine, and we started reaching out to our partners like Blue Cross Blue Shield and say that we needed to double and triple our efforts about an awareness, because we saw early on, the 100, the adverse impact that the COVID virus was having in the African American community, and we just knew that we couldn't stand by and stand on the sidelines and talk about the things that we talk about and not get involved.
We got to get to that 70-80% vaccination rate, and we know that in North Baton Rouge it's difficult for people to travel. We know that also that there may be some concerns about safety and so forth, and that's why doing it in the church and doing it in North Baton Rouge is so important, is to get a vaccine to those who need it right now that we know don't have access to it.
I lost my brother the first of the year with COVID.
Is that why you came out today?
Yes, and my oldest sisters, they have taken it, and I was tired of them telling me and asking me about it. So,
what would you say to people that are hesitant about getting the vaccine?
come on out, it's for your own good.
Was this a long wait for you today?
No.
I lost a very close cousin. You know, our cousins are usually our first real friends to COVID. She went in and she never came back out. She was on the ventilator. So yeah, it was it's hard. It was hard.
Is that why you came out today?
Yes, it is. And I think I'm faithful with the flu shot. So, you know, if they have this vaccine that can help us, I'm all for it.
What would you say to people that may be a little bit hesitant about getting the vaccine?
I was actually one of those people, to be honest. And then you have to go with the science. I believe in the science of it, so that's why I'm here.
Well, I know a couple people that had it, and one of them had it pretty bad, so I decided to go on and come in and take my test.
What's your advice to people that may be a little hesitant or unsure about getting the vaccine?
Don't be scared. Just come on out here and take your shot and get it over with, and advise everybody else to come in also.
I had family members that have had COVID. They died from it, and it just wasn't a pleasant experience.
Is that why you came out here today?
One of the reasons, yeah. And
what would you say to people that are hesitant about getting the vaccine?
Just get vaccinated. Just come on out and take your test. It'll help everybody.
I've had family members and friends that have had COVID and coworkers.
What was the outcome?
They beat it. They're back to normal. Their symptoms was mild. It was a mild case.
Is that why you came out here today?
Yes, and for my family and my daughter.
What would you say to people that are a little unsure about getting the vaccine?
It's best to get it to protect yourself and your family.
Well, I know one person that had it, my ex-husband, he died from the COVID. And I was kind of skeptical about getting the shot at first, but when you look at the news and see how many people are dying, it make you want to come out and take it, because I sure don't want it.
What's your advice to people that may be hesitant?
Well, pray on it and ask God about it and just come out and take it. Come out and take it. It better be safe than sorry.
What was your experience like here today? Did you have a long wait in line?
No, the line moving fast. Ain't no problem with the wait. Everything is together. You don't have no long wait.
Well, I've had friends and colleagues, you know, who have been infected with COVID. Fortunately, they have survived, but I would say definitely just watching the news and the media that, you know, it has impacted us all.
What would you say to people that may be a little uncertain about getting the vaccine?
Just do it. I mean, getting the vaccine, maybe a little side effects or sore arm would be better than just catching COVID and, you know, being hospitalized or risking death.
I came out to get the vaccine because I had a friend of mine that had it, and she was on a ventilator for 3 months, and thank the Lord she pulled through it. So she's at home in good shape, but it takes a lot out of you when you have the COVID.
What is your advice to people that may be hesitant about getting the vaccine?
Anybody that's hesitant about getting the vaccine, please come out and get the vaccine, because you don't want to be on a ventilator. I've seen it firsthand with my friend, and it's nothing nice, nothing. So I encourage people to come out, get the vaccine, get your second vaccine. God got it. Everything's going to be okay.
I just felt like at my age I need to get the shot. It wasn't painful at all. Didn't take long. The wait wasn't long either.
What's your advice to people that may be hesitant about getting the vaccine?
I say go for it. What have you got to lose? You know, you've got everything to gain, your health.
I know several people that died from COVID. Some of them were elderly, some of them was young. I think this is very important that we get this shot to protect our community and our children.
What was your experience like here today?
It was wonderful. A little wait, but it was worth it.
Okay. What do we say to people that are hesitant about getting the vaccine?
It's safe. I talked to several friends of mine that's doctors, and all of them took the shot, and they told me it was safe. That's why I'm here.
Well, it was a terrible experience as a young guy, my next door neighbor who passed away from COVID, and it was really, really eye-opening.
Is that why you came today?
That's why I came today.
What was the experience like for you here?
The experience was great. It was quicker, a lot quicker than I anticipated, and the shot didn't hurt, so everything worked out smooth.
What would you say to people that are hesitant about getting the shot?
Don't be hesitant to get the shot. It's just too high of a risk not to.
Well, I came to get my vaccine, you know, so it's so much virus out there, and I just wanted to be safe.
Do you have family members or people you know that have gotten the virus?
No, sir.
What's your advice to people that may be hesitant about getting the shot?
Well, it's positive that, you know, if the vaccine, if the virus do avoid you, you know, you can have your vaccine in you that can fight the bacteria.
Well, I came out for the shot because I have an 85-year-old mother, and I'm her only caretaker. So.
What was the experience like getting your shot today?
It was great. I thought it was going to hurt, but it didn't. It didn't hurt at all. So I'm good. I'm a big baby.
What's your advice to people that may be hesitant about getting the vaccine?
I say go out and get it. It's a very bad disease, and you don't want to get it. You just don't want to get it.
One of my 3 daughters has had it. Everyone else has been vaccinated. I think I just got lucky. Saw this online. Very grateful.
What's your advice to people that may be hesitant about getting the vaccine?
It would be silly not to. It's easy peasy. Doesn't hurt. Doesn't take much time. It's like insurance. It'd be silly not to get insurance.
I came ready to get vaccinated and stay safe for COVID-19.
What was the experience like?
It was quick and painless.
What do you say to people that may be hesitant about getting the vaccine?
Well, it was very quick and painless, and you know, it's very safe, you know, because COVID is very rampant, and you very much want to be safe from the virus.
I came out today because it's important to take this vaccine. We want to be safe, and we want to make everyone around us safe, and that's very important.
What's your advice to people that may be hesitant about getting the shot?
Don't be hesitant. Please don't be hesitant. Just let everybody be safe.
Your reaction to the long lines here today?
I love it. What it means is that there's a lot of energy behind getting vaccinated, and also it's a much needed thing because so many people have responded to the call of registering and coming out and getting vaccinated. Long lines mean a lot of attention and a lot of energy, and while the lines are long, everybody's been processed through the entire process very, very quickly, so that's a great thing.
My reaction, it's been extremely positive. It's really exciting to see so many who have come through to be vaccinated, and to me it's a great sign that we're on the right track and we're on our way to really getting back to normal.
What's your reaction to the turnout here today?
Man, it's awesome. You see people lined up for this vaccine, so we know people need the vaccine, so we want to make sure we get it out to the community.
I'm excited to partner with Blue Cross. They definitely are a vital member of the healthcare community, and so being able to partner with them just reinforces all of our commitment to protecting our community.